Man, are there still affordable homes in Florida, specifically in Northwest Florida, right? If you're asking this question, then you're in the right place, because I'm gonna tell you, yes, there are. What we're gonna cover in this video are the high areas, the notable areas, and of course, last but not least, gonna talk about the most affordable areas that you can move to. We're gonna talk about statistics. We'll show you a little bit about what it looks like here behind me. If this is what you're into, stick around. What's up, everybody? This is Tim Whittemore here in the beautiful Destin-Fort Walton Beach area here on the Emerald Coast of Florida. If this is your first time to our channel, we do tons and tons of videos about everything you need to know about our area. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button, click that little bell so you're notified every single time we got a new video coming out. Now, honestly, we get tons of phone calls, emails, texts from people who want to move here, got some questions, need some help, and we love it. Guys, if you are thinking about investing or moving to this area, it's never too early to reach out. Reach out to me, any of my awesome partner agents. We will give you the information and education you need that you deem important for you to be able to get and make the best decision about moving or investing here in this area. Anyway, let's get into the content, all right? Are there affordable homes here in Northwest Florida? All right, I like to talk about the ones that we can't afford first. Or maybe you can, I don't know. I don't know you yet. All right, so some of the highest areas that you're gonna come to in our area, first and foremost, is gonna be the 30A Santa Rosa Beach area. If you haven't been there, gorgeous area. If you can't afford it, you can at least afford to drive through it. My family, we go and staycation in this area because it's so gorgeous. It is a luxury area. It's not built out like what other people have called Condo City. It doesn't exist there. It's this lush forest that brushes up against, you know, that white sand beach with the emerald colored water. It's this wonderful, artistic, and just great vibe that comes out from this area. And specifically when I talk about 30A, 30A is this route that goes down from Highway 98. If you're looking at Santa Rosa Beach, Highway 98, there's this little route that goes below it that is where all these beach towns are. And we're talking like Dune Allen, Blue Mountain Beach, Grayton Beach, Seaside, Palace Beach, Rosemary, and so on and so forth, right? There's all these little beach towns, and it's super, super cool. Now, if you were going to try to live in this area, it's super pricey. Luxury, I think, is just another fancy word for expensive. But, you know, it is what it is, right? So for a single family home, detached single family home to get into that 30A area, the median, when I say median, is the biggest cluster of those homes that have sold, it's around $1.65 million. Whew, pocket change, right? If you're looking to get the lowest possible amount in there, you can actually get something for $488,000. Now, I wanna let you know that that's probably an attached unit, okay? Or it needs some work. And you're gonna find that not necessarily in the big action of things in that 30A. You're gonna find it more in Dune Allen, the more of the relaxed beach towns that you're gonna find out there. But realistically, if you're trying to get into the lowest single family, I think it's gonna be more around, well, statistically, it's more around $550,000. But we threw it out there for you. The high, woo! What can I get in these cool little like Mediterranean towns like Alice Beach, which is like something out of a magazine from Europe? Well, from there, in the last year, it was up to around $18.7 million to get into those. Whew. All right, I feel like they should be doing a show on this, right? Well, I guess we kind of are. All right, some of the other high areas, we have Miramar Beach. Now, Miramar Beach in their area, if you're looking at a map, if you look at Destin, the town just there to the east is called Miramar Beach. It also encompasses San Destin Resort, which has a beachfront, and it also has the bayfront areas, the little neighborhoods all throughout. It's a really cool place to go. There are lots of festivals and everything else through there. Miramar Beach is a wannabe 30A. They try to incorporate themselves in there, but you're not on 30A, so it doesn't count if you ask this person. But they do have the whitewash and the watercolors and everything. It's really beautiful out there, and lots of stuff to do. Still a great tourist trap to go check out. Their scenic highway that you can go through, it's just gorgeous just to go through that, because it's right up there against the beach, and you kind of stand up a little bit above it, so you get to see the white sand beaches and the cascading emerald colored waters. Like, to this day, I've been here over 10 years, and it's still like, wow, I can't believe I live here. Any case, single family homes, what's it cost to be in here? So the median for that is $1.2 million. Yep, not as expensive, but whew. The low is gonna be $370,000. No, that's not gonna be towards the beach side. And the high, it's about 5 mil. And I'll be honest, anytime that you get somewhere around 3 to 4 4 million and above, you're looking at golf front properties regardless. And you can even start to see that in the most expensive 30A areas. But again, last for our high price areas, we have Destin, which we've been talking about before. If you haven't figured out where that is, it's right in between Pensacola and Panama City Beach, right there. It's where most people come in for the vacations. Destin is the destination spot. Dad joke. All right, so Destin is where everything's at. I don't personally live in the Destin area, I live right outside of it. However, I go there to do everything. You know, that's when the family has an outing, that's where we're going, because that's where all the stuff is, right? Or if I'm going out to hang out with the boys, right, and when I go to downtown and enjoy myself there, we'll go down to some of the bars on the Harbor Walk, right? That's where we go. There's some great restaurants that we still go out to, shopping, it's all right there. So it's a great tourist trap, it's a great place to be, great eats all around. So to be in the midst of the action, single family homes, again, single family homes, the median price for this is about $900,000. Now that's a low down to $273,000, and they needed work. It's a high all the way up to 9.8 mil, and that's what you would expect for a luxury home sitting on the Gulf in Destin. Okay, so we're getting more into the more affordable areas now that we've kind of dreamed a little bit. Let's go into the notable areas that I want to mention. There's 4. We have Fort Walton Beach, Maryester, Navarre, and Freeport. So these areas, Fort Walton Beach is kind of that happy medium. It's where I live. I love Fort Walton Beach. Why? Because there's alternative points for traffic. They've got all the big brand stores like Sam's Club, the Walmarts, Publix, which is your grocery stores here. Like everything's there, and there's alternative routes around traffic. It has great restaurants. It's got a lot of things, and it's a good access if you're a military veteran like myself to be able to get into those different bases. But Fort Walton Beach, for its single family home price, is around $365,000. The median goes as low as $75,000 if you want a trailer, and as high as 2.37 mil. Now, I want to let you know that the median price if you're looking for a condo in this area is about $405,000. Now, Maryester is just to the west of Fort Walton Beach. It's the next more affordable area. Single family home for this area, the median is around $345,000. A low, again, $75,000, and a high of 1.6 mil. Why so high? It's because it is on the Intercoastal Waterway. Now, on the Intercoastal Waterway, they have access to get into the bay, to get out to the Gulf, and all these different things. So Maryester, not much there, but it is affordable, and it's close to stuff. Next, we have Navarre. Navarre is kind of that happy medium. If you want to be close to everything, but not in the mix of everything, and don't want to pay a premium for it, this is a great place to go. It also has Navarre Beach, so you have access to the beach. It's in between Pensacola and Destin, so you kind of have the mix between those two different cities and everywhere in between. The infrastructure is being built out as of the time of this video. You know, they've got a Starbucks now. They got some big box branded restaurants throughout there, you know, and shopping and things like that. Access to the beach, like it's really growing. There's even a brewery out there. Check out St. Michael's Brewery. Pretty cool place to go there too. It's all growing, and we're starting to get more and more things within the Navarre area. It's got big lots, bigger lots, newer homes typically. For a single family home in this area, you're looking at a median of about $420,000. Now, that's a low of $140,000, which is probably maybe a trailer, maybe double wide if you're lucky, and a high of $11.1 million. Now, that's gonna be on Navarre Beach itself, sitting there on stilts and looking over the beautiful ocean. So probably a beautiful place. All right, so let's move on to Freeport. Now, Freeport has this place called Hammock Bay, which actually really moved the prices up, but it's created this community of all new homes within these different neighborhoods with all these different amenities, and everything has just grown over the period of the last like 10 years. It's been nuts. But now, because of that, with Hammock Bay within Freeport, it's really been taken hold of something more desirable place that somebody wants to go. So with that being said, where is it? If you look at Niceville and you go to the west all the way by the end of where Choctaw Bay is, you're gonna find Freeport. That's also just north of Santa Rosa Beach as well. You'll see where those two kind of intersect. And Freeport, to live in this area, has a median price of $395,000. Now, that's a low of $50,000, which is not in Hammock Bay. But you get a low as $50,000 and as high as 1.95 mil. Again, there's still waterfront, bayfront properties that are out there. They're still gonna go for a premium. However, what you're gonna get for 1.95 million, even on the water, is still going to be a much prettier home than the location in, say, 38 in Santa Rosa Beach. All right, the moment you've been waiting for. You've been waiting over 10 minutes for me to finally talk about the most affordable places. There are 3 most affordable places here in Northwest Florida with still access to things that you want to go to. So the three that we have are Crestview, Milton, and Baker. All right, let's talk about that. So Crestview is just north of Niceville, which is just north of the Eglin Air Force Base, and that's right where Fort Walton Beach is. So if you just go straight up there, you'll find this place called Crestview. And Crestview is really nice. It's been built out over the years. Most of this place, you're gonna find the newest homes with the biggest lots and the biggest homes with all the amenities that you would want, right? Without having to be on top of your neighbor. It's pretty spread out, and now they're building up the infrastructure. As we speak here in 2024, we are seeing that they're building out the infrastructure to support the traffic that's going through. They're starting to add different shopping and restaurants, like in the Crestview Commons are creating these things. So there's all this different stuff that's in there now to support the amount of people that are through that area. It's also pretty nice because you've got I-10 that you can jump on if you need to get to Pensacola or Tallahassee or whatever. Quick access to all these different places, and it's up and coming. A single family home, the median price for that is around $319,900. There you go, right? That's a low of $85,000. You can get into something at $85,000. It's not gonna be the nicest thing, but you could. And a high of 1.15 mil if you're looking to make yourself an estate on several acres with a pond. All right. All right, next on the list is Milton. Now Milton is just next to Pensacola. So it's just north of Gulf Breeze, just kind of east of Pensacola and Pace. And in Milton, it's got this really nice little town within it, and there's a lot of new constructions happening throughout there. Really kind of cute town to be able to go through, and you'll have access to all sorts of outdoor stuff. And there's also a river that kind of goes through that area as well that you can have access. And Milton is still on the bay, so you'll be able to get into Pensacola Bay through Milton. So what are the prices for that? For the median for a single family home is around $329,950. That's a low of $115,000 and a high of 2.5 mil. Remember, some of these homes are still sitting there on Pensacola Bay, which would still give that brand new waterfront feel. So yes, it's gonna be a beautiful home there. And last but not least, let's talk about Baker. Now Baker is kind of right next to Crestview. It is just to the west of Crestview. And in this area, they're also building out lots and lots of new construction. It's not really close to a lot of amenities there, but again, you're gonna get bigger lots, bigger homes, newer homes, and you know, kind of enjoy the house that you have, right? So for that, for your single family, your median price is around $325,000. These are newer homes, right? And it's as low as $29,000, which is a trailer. The highest that we saw within the last year was $768,000, which was beautiful. So that's actually all we have for you for the affordable homes that we have here in Northwest Florida. If you have any questions about anything I mentioned here, please leave it in the comments below. And if you happen to be on our audio program, please feel free to text us. There'll be a number coming up here shortly. Any of the questions to see what we can help you out with. So if you are moving to this area, got some questions, need some help, please reach out to myself and my team here. It's never too early to reach out to us. We'll be happy to give you the information and education you know so that you can make the most prudent decision when purchasing your next property and moving to the right area. But again, my name's Tim Whittemore with the Whittemore Group here with LPT Realty, and we'll see you in our next video. Take care.